Hello, thank y'all for tuning in with Said God's Wisdom. This is my retrograde planet video, part one, and I have a part two coming. I want to split them up because I want to talk about the personal planets and the outer planets. Okay, is the difference how these planets work, and the difference is the time frame, how fast they move, in the heavens, in the sky. Okay, remember, as above, so below. So what goes on in the heavens is mirrored here on earth. Okay, so go ahead and get your notebooks, pens, papers, phones out, or to take notes on this very informative video. Okay, we're going to be talking about the two main planets that the personal planets that are retrograde at the moment are Mercury and Venus. Venus turned direct literally while I'm filming this today. But I still want to talk about her retrograde experience for the past 3 weeks, 4 weeks, no, 6 weeks. She's been in retrograde since May 13th, and she's turning direct on June 25th. And Mercury just turned retrograde last Thursday. He's going to be turning direct on July 12th. Okay. And let's get deeper. Let's, unwind. Let's relax. Let's get our crystal. Let's get our incense candle going. And just y'all unravel and relax and just vibe with the energy of this video. I really want you to get comfortable and understand and know how the planets in astrology work, okay? By knowing, you have awareness. By having awareness, you become the master of your reality. You be able to work with God instead of having the energies work on you. You'll be able to use it for you, okay? Now, let's get into Mercury, since he's the closest one to the sun. And he moves the fastest, so let's get into him. Mercury's in Cancer right now, okay? Like I say, he just started his retrograde cycle. He goes retrograde 3 times a year. He rules the 3rd and the 6th house in astrology traditionally. 3rd and 6th house are ruled by Mercury. Those houses belong to the signs he rules: Gemini, the 3rd house, Virgo, the 6th house, okay? And both those houses deal with communicating and service work and dealing with your hands, okay? Especially Gemini, teaching and showing with your hands. Also Virgo, because Virgo is the service work. So yeah, both of them would have went with the hands. But Virgo deal with more of a physical way. The Gemini energy more of a mental way, the mental stimuli in the body. Gemini also rules the lungs. Virgo rules the stomach. So let's see more deep into how medical astrology connects with the signs. But this is just gonna focus a quick insight on the planets, and then we're gonna go into their retrograde, and then I'm gonna go into a reading about what is it bringing up for us to redo, reclaim, revisit, revise, because retrograde planets deal with all the re's. Again, redoing, revisit, revising, recalibrating, re-downloading, or relearning something you just can't get right. That's why the planets deal with cycles and trying to get the cycles right, or getting the lesson right, okay? So again, that goes into being aware of, okay, everybody just, retrograde. People really don't get, okay, retrograde period really is the time to relearn something. That's why people from the past or situations from the past always come up during a retrograde period, because God is testing you to see if you mastered that test, or do I need to keep sending you this test every time this planet go retrograde, okay? So it's really deal with like having awareness and having what's the word? Having, again, Gemini words, having a strong will to, okay, enough is enough. I learned my lesson. Let me move on to another chapter. Let's level up. Let's graduate from this lesson. Let's get something better going. Let's do something different. Change the page, okay? Gemini, learning, teaching, reading, change the page. So it's all about mastering that energy, okay? So by Mercury being in Cancer, Cancer deals with the past. Cancer energy deals with anchoring the past and the present. That's why a lot of Cancers always talk about deal with the family, talk about uh the past, or they hold on tight to past situations. That Cancer suns, risings, or moons, or people that have a lot of Cancer in their chart. Also, Cancer is ruled by the moon. Deals with the mom. Okay, it deals with the mother energy, the feminine energy in the chart. Cancer, the moon, deal with memories. Okay, emotions, what triggers you, what pushes you. So a lot of people, emotions are going to be very, very clear but unclear. And I say clear because of Neptune just in retrograde. But that's going to be in part 2 when I talk about what Neptune do. Because Neptune deal with the full screen, the full picture, because Neptune is like one of the last planets. So the further they out, the more power they hold. So that's why Mercury ruling Gemini, that's like deal with the inside, on the inside. Like again, the brain communicating things on the inside. Okay, sending the signals to the parts of the body. Okay, that's Gemini energy. That's why it moves so fast, sending the signals to the parts of the body. But Mercury, I'm about to say Gemini. Mercury in Cancer, again, is dealing with the past situations, past things coming up. Perception, Cancer energy deal with, again, the crab, walking from the water to the land, going between different dimensions. So you'll be able to perceive different things. It's going to happen to you in subtle ways. Cancer crab, the crab, it moves fast, but sideways. It moves slow sometimes. You know, the crab sits, waits sometimes to attack you. Attacking a, certain, like a sway motion. So I'm having a vision because again, I'm with y'all on this journey. So from my experience, when Mercury goes into Cancer and when it retrogrades, it deal with it happens in a way of like when you're sitting alone. You'll start to notice subtle changes. Or like you're sitting alone, just say you're sitting alone at work, or you walking at a park and you just see somebody pass you and you just start seeing vibrations, or like a blur, or like a like, did that person just pass me? Or did that person just fall and then they got up so quick? It's gonna happen in like a subtle way. Like your perceptions, like you're gonna perceive something like, oh wait, did that person catch the ball, or did the ball drop? Is the way it's gonna play out in a way of like, wait, did I just see what I just saw, or did I not just see? Like, this is, again, Mercury is the trickster god. Is your perception gonna play a trick, but it's gonna be in a way of like, okay, let me really watch. Again, rewatching. Let me really watch this situation, or watch this person, or watch my wallet. Some people, be careful. You can lose your wallet. I lost my wallet one time on Mercury. On one of Mercury retrogrades. You can lose your keys. Things could be just falling out your way. It's gonna make you pay attention. Mercury retrogrades make you pay attention. Okay. Make you pay attention to your environment, your surroundings, because Mercury third house deal with your environment, things again you could touch, your environment. Okay. But old stories could return, changing in your thinking, the communication, how you talk, how you again perceive. Because like when you start to see those changes in your reality, like, oh wow, I could really see this person now. Or, oh wow, this person really has those bad habits, or this person really looks like you. Like, you're going to be able to see people. You're going to be able to see the good, the bad, and the ugly in people right now while all these planets are retrograde. But by Mercury being retrograde, Mercury is going to allow you to process it and understand what you're seeing. That's why I talked about like you being alone and you sitting and it hits you. Okay. Now, Venus, and now you remember I say Mercury go retrograde 3 times a year. And now we're going to go into Venus. Venus rules the sign Libra and Taurus. That's the second house, Taurus, and the seventh house, Libra, in astrology. And she goes retrogrades every 18 months. Okay, her retrogrades and Mars retrogrades are very rare. They don't go retrograde every year. Okay, all the other planets do except the sun and the moon. The sun and the moon do not go retrograde at all. Okay. And again, I want to just tell y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for being here. And remember that you're here for a reason. That your higher self have you listening to my video for a reason. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this channel. What you find in the universe always come back to you. Okay? Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you so much. Let's see. And also leave comments and let me know how I did in this video. And if you know you need me to break things down more or take my time on something, let me know. I don't mind revising for the next round of retrograde planets that's coming up in the fall. Okay, so back to Venus. Okay, Venus is going to, well, she just turned direct on the 25th of June. Okay, so what did you learn? What did you revisit or relived during this Venus retrograde cycle that happens every 18 months? Some people dealing with the heart chakras could have died. Venus deal with for some reason, I don't know why, I noticed that last time she went retrograde in Scorpio, I started picking up like, okay, a lot of people started dying when Venus goes retrograde. It's very interesting. When Venus goes retrograde, a lot of people die. But yeah, because I guess it deals with the heart, self-worth, self-love, self-values. You know, it goes deeper with really understanding the planets and Venus. But she's in the sign Gemini. So it's interesting, the planet, so it's like Mercury owns that house, owns that sign, and he's away at work in Cancer, okay? But you have your cousin Venus at your house in Gemini. So that's how you look at the story of what the planet is doing. So your cousin at your house, what your cousin doing at your house, let's see what Venus doing. So Venus making you rethink and rethink your communication about love. Rethink your communication and how you communicate around your giving love and receiving love. Okay, you're going to be more aware of like, oh dang, I shouldn't have treated that person like that. Oh man, I messed up on this great opportunity with a person. Oh, I just didn't understand why he wanted me or why she wanted me. You know, what they see in me. You really gonna be reevaluating your value system, your self-love system, your self-worth system. And it all deal with, okay, you go through those experiences, you relive the experience, you go through something, you redo something, but it all goes forward. You learn that, okay, now I got to implement some type of practices into like building my self-worth, building my self-love, building my value system up. What do I value? Because knowing your values will help you go a long way. Knowing that, okay, I like to say, as this examples, like not mine, but just examples, general examples. Just say you a person that like to go, I value water, I value dates by the water, I value going getting my hair, nails, and everything's done. Like I have to have these certain things done. I value eating at certain type of restaurants. I value like going on fun dates or dates at the bar. Like knowing what you value. I value a person that don't have no tattoos. I value a person that has tattoos. I value him having a nice car. Like what do you value? Knowing your values. Knowing your value. I like a guy that doesn't have children, or I like a girl that doesn't have children. Like you got to know your value system. What do you value? And during this time right now with this Venus retrograde and her ending her cycle, you have learned more about things that you value and you don't value about yourself and about partners other people love. Venus rule love. Venus also rule money. So when we got the stimulus package before Venus went retrograde. When Venus went retrograde on May 13th, that's when all the rise and stuff started happening. That's when we got a new Hero Act plan, but they put a pause on it. Retrograde make things pause. Hold up. Okay, we understand that people need the money, but again, retrogrades are buts. But we're gonna revise, another reword, revise it, make it, more tangible. We're gonna rework it out for the American people. So again, reworking something. All the reads come into play with things that happen or come up in a retrograde period. Okay, so now she's direct. So now you're gonna see that stimulus money. Now you're gonna see that love. Now you're gonna see and experience more genuine opportunities for love, money, and open communication, love. Because she just went direct at, I want to say, like 5 degrees Gemini. So she has a whole nother like 3-4 weeks in Gemini. So yeah, it's gonna, some more lessons gonna come your way. She's gonna square Neptune again. Her final square. She has squared Neptune 3 times. So Neptune deal with the divine subconscious mind, the dream world, sensitivity around different things, or seeking out God in certain ways, being more spiritual. So ways of communicating and being more spiritual is going to happen. So what was your cycle around spirituality for the last 6 weeks? Okay, what did you learn? What came up for you to experience about God testing you? Okay, so I think that's it. Also, yeah, heart chakra. She was a heart chakra issues around heart chakra. I talked about Libra, the planet she rules, the sign she rules. Libra, Taurus, and I think that's it. We're gonna get into the reading part. But yeah, remember the lessons of Mercury and Venus retrogrades. Like I said, if you have any questions, feel free to hit me up in the comments or on Instagram below. Oh, and let me show you the cards. This is Mercury card. Okay. And this is Venus card. Okay. Let's get into it. Spirit, give us insight for the collective for Venus and Mercury retrograde. What did the people need to learn for Venus and Mercury retrograde, Spirit? Thank you so much for the insight and wisdom and the clarity for the people. Oh. Okay. Oh, all right. I'm going to go with them 3 cards. I see a lot of people in isolation. The wheel, completion. So a completion of a cycle around not feeling love. And really, all these women. That's a lot of women. All these women cards. Oh my gosh. So I'm guessing the feminine energy in all of us really been awoken, really been activated. The heart chakra really has been activated. Gee, that's 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 6 cards. All women. Oh wow. All women. I'm hearing the ancestors, the female ancestors, the goddess energy is here. Downloads of that goddess energy is here. The balance of the masculine and feminine within all of us. Okay, Spirit. Interesting. Who has... Okay, I'm seeing some people broke up. Remember, this is a general read. It's not for everybody. Take what resonates with you, leave the rest. Okay? Okay, I see some people left relationships, moved away from relationships. I see the 9 of Wands, desires not being met, having to find a way around making your own way with your desires, meeting your own needs. Having people fail you, having people become undependable, like you had to visit. Okay, I need support, I need this, and nobody being able to help you, and you had to figure out on your own a way around, like go and get it. I'm seeing a lot of masculine energy being pushed. People had to channel, like, okay, well, since you don't want to help me, I'm gonna help myself. Okay, Spirit, thank you. And the last card, Ace of Swords, Mercury and Venus, Spirit. Okay, thank you. Okay, egos in both the head. So head chakras, people, I don't know if y'all been having headaches. I'm seeing more knowledge, more experience, more balance of your emotions. I'm seeing some people were numb. Some people were pushed to feel this Venus and Mercury retrograde period. A lot of the men, a lot of masculine energy has been pushed to feel with this Venus and Mercury retrograde period. It's all about their mind. I'm seeing all these cards, all these women focusing. I'm seeing them focusing on something. Focus. What are you focusing on? What are you focusing on? Some people are focusing on their desires. Some people are focusing on moving away from situations, traveling, not being able to travel, wanting to experience things and can't. You got some people over here want to expand their wisdom, expand their knowledge, expand in a relationship or experience new things, but having some type of blocks, some type of mental blocks, some type of confidence blocks, some form of like trying to communicate how you want to express or feel about something and can't. So I'm seeing spirits telling me to tell you, whoever having these mental blocks, to write. Try to articulate a way of artistry, painting, drawing, writing, dancing, getting it, expressing yourself through music. So it's like really getting into a full channeling mode of creativity. Because through creating something, you're channeling energy, meaning you're connecting to your inner world, and by connecting to your inner world, you're able to balance out the chaos of the world. Okay, like for me, I was a dance coach. Dance saved my life. Dance pushed me to be a better person. Being a coach to all those girls helped me be a better person, because by me coaching them and helping them heal through whatever all the situations they were going through, I was healing myself, my inner child, my inner feminine energy, my inner masculine energy also, because I had to stand up for a lot of those girls. I had to be that mother and father figure for a lot of those girls, okay? So it's all about, because Mercury is a unisex sign. He deal with both male and female. He, some astrologers don't know what to call him, like he's neutral, gender neutral. So it's all about balancing that masculine, feminine energy and really being, I'm seeing being there for the underdog, being there and being able to help others stand up for themselves, or seeing people around you being pushed around and really stepping up. Like she's stepping up to the plate, even though she's going through her own BS, going through her own trauma, going through her own cycles of hurt, pain, and financial issues. But she's seeing somebody else. I'm seeing somebody else. Spirit showing me that is needing her support, and she's okay. Let me stop what I'm doing. Let me go help them. Let me go help them. Let me go give them support. Underneath her, we got the Eight of Springs. Stress that comes from having many things happening at once. Successful multitasking. Sudden events or changes. So it correlates directly with this card. That's why I love pulling two cards. It did, because both cards are red. It deal with passions, desires. What are you desiring? Fire, energy, confidence. That's why I say they're showing me having to stand up for people and the underdog. But the question is, who gonna stand up for you? Who gonna support and help you? That's why I'm seeing Spirit saying pray, get in tune with spirituality, because who gonna support you? You gotta connect to your divinity, your God, your spirit team, your ancestors on the inside. I don't know if anybody heard about ancestor money, burning ancestor money. It's like a form of paper money, but it's meant to for you to burn it. The Jade Emperor for ancestors in the spirit realm. So you burning this for them to help them on the other side, whoever may need it on your bloodline, your family line. And by you burning this and helping them, they can help you, and they will most likely help you in return, because you making sure they straight, they gonna make sure you straight. Okay, so let's see. What else, Spirit? What else you want me to see and show the people? Okay, underneath the Six of Swords, we have reach out to others for assistance. Poor timing for a career change. Feeling challenged by money issues. Again, so I'm seeing a lot of people lack of support, not being able to travel, not being able to really, it's the summertime, and not being able to do what you want to do. Again, this water stuff, Neptune, I'm seeing like, again, the coronavirus or other things that's blocking you from being able to travel or being able to have that career or being able to go back to work and do things in the normal way. Like I've been telling people in my past videos, we are not in the old reality. This is a new reality. This is a new dimension. This is a new world. So you have to figure out what worked in the old dimension, old world, not going to work in this new dimension, in this new world. So it's all about, again, that's why this Mercury retrograde is happening. Rethinking the game plan. Let me figure out how can I survive and thrive in this new dimension, new world of our reality of COVID-19, of having to wear masks, of having to be very clean, sanitized, and really, I ain't gonna say pushing people away, but really having boundaries set. I'm gonna talk about that in part 2 with Saturn, because Saturn deal with the boundaries. So really setting boundaries and focusing on your health, your mental health, your support. Okay? And underneath the Ace of Swords we have 15 ego. 15 ego. And it talks about the illusions of being trapped, placing too much importance on material items, getting caught up in fear and worry. So really having to, the word they telling me right now in the spirit realm is saying meditate. Meditate. Release their stress, release their worry. Stop with the contemplating and the self-doubt and the self-hate and just treating yourself like low, like just low. Stop treating yourself low like that. Like pick yourself up. Smile. You are loved. You are supported. It may not look like that at the moment, but this too shall pass. Okay? This too shall pass. Get out that slum. Get into creating something. Get into service work. Really help people. Help the underdog. Get out in the community. Do something positive. Make a change. Do something to help the world. Okay? Really get out there and take care of yourself first, of course, but by helping others, you help yourself. Okay? That's how the divine work. Again, as above, so below. So these two planets retrograding, they experience are teaching us about helping us, serving others. Okay? Venus rule Libra, relationships, others, money. Okay? Things, value, items. Okay? Things you could touch. Also Mercury rules Virgo, service work, things you could touch, things you working for, helping, service, serving. So really get out there and helping people, helping others, being a guiding light, being a force of God's grace upon this earth. Okay? That's all I have for you for this Venus and Mercury retrograde. I hope that the lessons that they brought up for you, you learned from them. I hope that you paused, became aware, sat in it, felt it, experienced it. Now it's time for you to get out of it. Venus going direct and Mercury gonna be going direct real soon after. So we have a lot of shifts and changes right now. So be kind to yourself, be patient to yourself, love yourself, okay? I love you all. I appreciate you for being here. Thank you for the support, the love, and your time. Thank you. My spirit team thanks you. My ancestors thank you. I am thanking you for being here. I appreciate you. I love you. I love you. I love you. If nobody else and told you today that you are loved, I'm telling you now, you are loved. Be blessed on your journey.